Hi. Hi, everybody. Hey. How we doing? What is shakin' bacon? Tonight is a very, very, very lovely, I just hit the wrong button, socially distant pub quiz. Hey, how's everyone doing out there? Why is this a little fuzzy? Something's a little fuzzy on my thingy bob, but I'm going to figure this out for you right now. And as I do, I'm just going to welcome you all here to a very lovely night here, Wednesday, June 24th. How's everyone hearing me? Can you tippity tap in your chittity chat on the YouTube to tell me that everyone hears me okay? Because that would be really helpful, because right now something's a little fuzzy and I can't figure out what it is. I think I'm okay, but it looks like it might be a little bit loud for you guys. So I just want to know, how are y'all hearing me right there? Otherwise, how's everything else doing out there, guys? We're somewhere in the mid-lockdown range right now. Some bars are open, some aren't. That's why we're still going up with this, because everything we do here tonight benefits a lovely set of bars here in New York City. Of course, our first members are the Brazen Head and the Waylon. Lovely bars. They're huge. And then later on, we added Gaf West, Gaf East, and Biddy's Pub, both east side, west side, all across the town, all represented. And our newest friend just joining last week, Hibernia Hell's Kitchen. Absolutely amazing from Hibernia, because last week, a Hibernia team came in second. They almost took out the Clive Juggernaut. Well, is everyone ready tonight? Everyone feeling great? We got $50 on the line for the winner. We're going to give away some extra money for some better scores throughout the evening, and we're going to give away $10. $10? Yeah, $10 for the best team name. Now, while you guys are getting ready, coming across your board in the chat right now is your very first form. Now, here's how we do this. We do the whole thing on, if you're new to this setup, we do everything on Google Forms, and then we grade ourselves on Google Documents and Google Spreadsheets. And when I send across right to you now, round one for the forthcoming rounds of Google Forms, you are going to do the following. Well, first, you're going to follow all of us. Follow all of us on Instagram, Biddy's and Brazen Head and Gaf West and Gaf East and the Waylon and Hibernia for one. Follow everyone on Instagram. You might get some hints next week. And again, remember, everything we donate tonight, you've already been immensely generous, all goes to the staffs of those bars. Make sure to follow me, Austin, whatever the fuck I do. Just make sure. Shit, is this for children? I'm not sure. Make sure you follow me. I don't care. I give hints. I just gave one on Twitter earlier. And now, finally, the rules. Here are the rules. Get on the leaderboard. Coming across right now is, boom, you should see your Google Forms. The very first thing on your Google Forms should be the spreadsheet that allows you to self-grade yourself. So get on the leaderboard, put your team name up there, and I'm going to give $10 for the most clever team name. And in the column next to it, please indicate what bar you support. Put a little BP for Biddy's, TBH for the Brazen, GW, Gaf East, Hibernia, HK. Just put it right next to there, because we're just trying to track who's coming from where and who's doing well and who's not doing well. Gaf East, paging Gaf East. So make sure that you check the box next to it to tell us what bar you are supporting. And then in addition, teams of no more than 6 players, please do not shout out the answers. That means do not chat things, because if we could see them, everyone could see them. Unless I otherwise tell you, because there might be something later on tonight. There will be something later on tonight where the fastest fingers will get some extra bonus points. Don't Google the answers. I know we're all on computers, so it's tempting, but don't. And then the final is, while typing on the Google form, reach over there on the corner of your keyboard and hit caps lock on right now. The whole thing is case sensitive, and that's the best way to judge yourselves. Now, here's how it's going to happen. You're going to open up that Google form. I'm going to ask you some questions throughout the evening. With the first round, I'm going to show you some pictures of automobiles. Ha-ha! This is my wheelhouse. Wheelhouse, get it? Ha-ha. After that's round 2, I'll have seconds, all about people or things that came in second. Round 3, before and after. The audio round is movie soundtracks. Round 5 is rhyme time. And the last round of the night is random shit you should know. So here's how it's going to work. We're going to go through each of those rounds. You're going to enter your answers into the Google form. You're going to click submit. You're going to see how many you got right. But that's not the end of it. If you think you've spelled something correctly or you've got a dispute, let me know in the chat. We'll sort it out. Then you're going to tell us how many per round you got right. And you're going to put them right in there on the score sheet. Everyone get it? Does everyone pretty much understand where we're going at? Yeah? Let's see. I'm going to go check on the score sheet, see if people have started putting their names in. Have they? I don't know. Yes, they have. Team names are already coming in and the bars that they support. Make sure you put in the column that says bar, you put which bar you support. And don't worry, just put them wherever you can because we will be sorting them as the scores change through the evening. All right. Everyone more or less ready to get this stuff started? We're playing for $50 on the line for the winner. We're going to have some more cash to give away later. Take your time filling out your team names. Make sure you've got round 1 open because we're going into automobiles. Now, originally I was going to make this a little bit on the tough side, so I just made it sort of tough. You have to guess what make, what brand, what manufacturer makes each automobile. However, you will see drop-down options on what the model was. So I gave you some of the information. So what you're going to see forthwith is 12 photographs of vintage automobiles. Vintage? Not all are vintage. Most are vintage. You're going to see 12 photographs of vintage automobiles. For the 1 and then 1, the first one you're going to come up with the make or the manufacturer or the brand. And for the second half of it, you're going to pull down the dropout menu and figure out what model you think it is. So an example is, were there a Honda Civic up there, you would have to type Honda. However, you'd have the drop-down menu selecting, is it a Honda? Is it a CRV? Is it an Accord? Is it an Element? Is it a Ridgeline? I can name Hondas all day. Is it an S2000? Get it? Got it? And again, any questions throughout the night, just let me. You don't see the score sheet, just the form for round 1. Never mind, you found it. Yes, reading is fundamental. Are you guys ready for this? Round 1 is going to be name the automobiles. I'm going to show you 12 photos. And you're going to get a couple minutes on each. We'll wrap it up. We'll read the answers. We'll read the scores. We'll award $10 for the best team name. So take your time on that. And then we move on to round 2. I'll have seconds. You guys ready for this? Here we go. Round 1, automobiles. You have to provide me with who you think made the car, what manufacturer made the car, but then you have to guess what the model is. Numbers 1 through 6 now. How we feeling out there with these automobiles? Everyone figuring it out? I hope you are, because you've only got a little bit more time until we flip it over to numbers 7 through 12. Again, guys, all you have to do is provide the manufacturer. I've provided the model names. Match them up. So even if you don't really know your cars, you can make an educated guess on what the name of each of the models might be. Couple more minutes, a couple more seconds on this. And remember, the rest of the evening's rounds are round 2. I'll have seconds, all about things or people who came in second. Before and after is round 3. The audio round is film scores and movie soundtracks. Following that, rhyme time. And then the last round tonight, random shit you should know. Let's flip it over to the next batch of 6 automobiles. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bam. There you go. For those of you who know me fairly well, except for one of these cars, this is essentially my dream garage. One of them I could do without. Meh. But the rest of them, damn. Maybe 2 of them. 2 of them I could do without. But the rest of them, damn skippy, son. Another couple minutes on this one, and then we'll start turning them in. And again, remember, the answers that you have turned in are not the be-all, end-all, because if you have a dispute with me, you just let me know in the chat that you think you spelled something right or you think you should get credit for something else, and I'll let you know if you shall adjudicate yourself correct or incorrect on the self-scoring sheet. We got a smaller turnout than usual this week, but that's okay because the bars have semi-reopened, and that means those who are with us are probably mentally imbalanced. No, are the hardcore super cool folks who join us every week. All right, guys, a couple more seconds left, and then we're going in. All right, guys. Now, I will give you a little bit to figure out with your teams your answers. So take your time. Don't worry. Hurry up. The choice is yours. Don't be late. As a friend, as a whatever. I can see everyone's answers as they come in. So just make sure I'm giving you 30 more seconds. Now I'm 30. 1 more minute to confer with your teammates, and how you confer with your teammates is totally up to you. Set up a separate Zoom, text them, whatever you want. And in the meantime, I'll start seeing you as your answers start popping in. And remember, coming up next is round 2. I'll have seconds. Round 3 before and after. The audio round is film scores. Following that is, rhyme time. And then the last round of the night is random shit you should know. Let's see what bars we have represented up here. We've got a couple Waylons out there. We've got a couple Brazen Heads, a slew of Gaf Wests. We got a Gaf East in there. Welcome, new Gaf Easter. And then Statute with Limitations looks like you are Waylon. Judge Reinhold and Executioner Buddy Jones and two Dom Blondes. Let me know in the column what bar you are. But that said, I'll be able to see it when you click Submit on your answer sheets. One more minute left on your answer sheets before you have to click Submit. And then we're going to start going over the actual answers. 1 minute left. All right, that's it, guys. I should start seeing you turning in your answers. Start clicking Submit. Hey, thanks. I love doing this. I've been doing it since, wow, early April. It's super fun, and we're raising funds for all of our friends and family members who got laid off or, you know, can't collect income right now under lockdown. Hopefully those times you can, Nina, you can submit before or after. It doesn't really matter because either way, I'm going to see what you've done. And ultimately, you're going to enter your own scores in to the spreadsheet under round one, automobiles. And let's see who have turned in. Oh, wow. Almost everyone's turned in already. Absolutely amazing. Any TikTok? Oh, Lisa Bonet's Bonnet has got him in. Clive is in. Team Clive is in. Two Dumb Blondes is in. Hey, everyone did actually pretty well on that one. Let's go and hear the answers to automobiles. Number one was the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL, or the Gullwing. Number two, the BMW M1. Three, the Cadillac Eldorado Biarritz. Number four, the Volkswagen Beetle, which is technically called the Type 1. Five, the Audi R8. Six, the Lamborghini Countach. Seven, the Citroën DS. 8, the Ferrari F40. 9, the Willys CJ2A. 10, a Land Rover Series 2A 88-inch. 11, the Alfa Romeo GT V6. And 12, the Rolls-Royce Golf. I see a lot of people wrote Jeep for the Willys. Well, that's the thing. Jeep did not exist yet. The Jeep was a nickname for a vehicle, and that was what was nicknamed. None of them. Oh, did anyone actually get that right? Jeep was not the manufacturer of that automobile. Did any of you get that right? Let us see. One team got that it was a Willys. Absolutely excellent job by, looks like, Team Clive. A 23 out of 24. Any disputes out there? Anyone have any questions or comments? Looking good. All right, now take a look at your scores. Hop over to the 0624 virtual pub quiz sheet. Put in the column marked round one, automobiles, how many you got correct. So, for example, if you are on the Simple Minds, you should put 16. And, oh, you already have. Team Clive should put 23. So hop on over to the score sheet and tell us how many out of 12 you got correct. Out of 24, sorry, you got correct on automobiles. For example, Team Clive should put 10. Statues with Limitations should put 15. Remix to Cognition should be 15. And guys, don't worry if you don't know anything about cars, because we're going to balance it out with a round 2 coming up forthwith. I'll have seconds. After that comes before and after the audio round, movie, soundtracks, and films. Rhyme time for round 5. And the last round of the night is random shit you should know. So I'm just waiting for everyone to take a look at how many scores that you got correct. All right, you're following the instructions beautifully. Statues with Limitations, Buddy Jones. I just need you guys to tell us how many you got correct in round 1. And if not, don't worry about it. I can see everything that you do. I can correct it yourselves. And let's see, what team names do we have here? He did one in his cup. Judge Reinhold and Executioner. La Traviata, clever. Lisa Bonet's Bonnet. I think that's because I messed up last week on that one. Roy Rogers gave me a trigger warning. That's okay. You win some, you dim some. Shrib. Oh, it's got to be something to do with Hibernia. All right, guys, 2 more teams just need to put their scores on there. Well, you know what? You don't, because I'm going to sort it for you. Let's see the leaderboard. All right, Team Clive off to an inauspicious start with 10 points. 11 points for Universal Designated Glitter. 16 apiece for Simple Minds and Statues with Limitations. And 23 true automotive whizzes. Team Clive with a K. Absolutely amazing job. Buddy Jones and Sharib, you guys have plenty of time to put your scores in there. Judge Reinhold and Executioner. Judge Reinhold and Executioner. You guys get $10 back to contribute to next week. Does that sound awesome? Awesome. Sounds great. Nina, you no longer have the answer to the next sheet. Well, that is A-okay, because here it is. Remember, guys, at the end of every form is the next form, so make sure you click that to open it up. And coming up next is round 2. I'll have seconds. All about people, places, or things that come in second. Round 3, before and after. The audio round is films and soundtracks. Following that rhyme time in the last round night is random shit you should know. Hey guys, a reminder of the rules. While we're on the Google form, please spell the best that you possibly can, and please click caps lock. If you click caps lock, it won't judge you wrong, or it will judge you less wrong, because this is the Google Forms. It's okay. It's just annoying. All right, guys, get ready for round 2. And I will take repeats after every round. Hey, newcomers, Shrib, don't worry if you're getting the hang of it. So many other people have done this for so long. I'm sure this is your learning curve. You're doing great to start it off with. Round 2 is coming up right now. I'll have seconds. Repeats after number 10. Everyone ready? Excellent. Round 2. Question number 1. This is all about things, people, places, or anything that has or will be second. Caps locks on. Got it? Caps locks on. Spelling brains engaged. Got it? Good. Here we go. Number 1. Cy Young is first with 511 wins. His 417 puts him second. Cy Young is first with 511 wins. His 417 puts him in second for number 1 in I'll Have Seconds. 2 in I'll Have Seconds. He was the second person in space and the 5th person to walk the surface of the moon. Not bad. He was the second person in space and the 5th person to walk the surface of the moon. For number 2 in I'll Have Seconds. Oh, Amanda, you spelled VW. How did you spell VW wrong? It's a V and a W. Yes, give yourself an extra point for spelling it wrong. Because what did you do? 2 V's and 3 W's? I can actually go look at what you did and how you messed up. Nope. I can't see which one it is. But that's okay. Guys, it all balances out. This is a very karmic experience. Number 3, and I'll have seconds. While private label or generics are the first best-selling, this brand has the second best-selling paper towel in the United States. While private label or generics are the first best-selling, this brand has the second best-selling paper towel in the United States. For number 3, in I'll Have Seconds. And number 4. Although it was the third single, this song is the second track off of 1999's Baby One More Time. Although it was the third single, this song is the second track off of 1999's Baby One More Time. In question number 4, and I'll have seconds. Deuces. What's deuces mean? I don't know. Doesn't sound good. Doesn't sound like someone you'd like to know would say deuces. Number 5 in I'll Have Seconds. Repeats come at the end of this round, so don't worry. I'll give you plenty of time to converse with your teammates. And remember, all in caps lock, and try your best to spell as you bestly best. Number 5, Foundation and Empire is the second installment of the Foundation series by this author. Foundation and Empire is the second installment of the Foundation series by this author. For number 5, in Foundation, in I'll Have Seconds. I'm stumbling over my words because I haven't had a drink yet. Do you understand that? I will be having a drink shortly, right after this round, and right before the next round, round 3, before and after. Remember, the audio round is film soundtracks. Following that is rhyme time. That's a fun one. And then the last round night is random shit you should know. And don't disparage if you tanked the automobiles round. Plenty of points to catch up. Number 6. She was the second person to fly solo and non-stop across the Atlantic Ocean. She was the second person to fly solo and non-stop across the Atlantic Ocean. For number 6 in I'll Have Seconds. What a terrible pun of a name. And what do we got next? For number 7, it's a surprise. No, it's not a surprise. The surprises come later. That's when I mess with everyone. Here we go with number 7, repeats. Will all come up on the screen for you to peruse with your teammates before submitting. He handily defeated Alf Landon to win his second term as U.S. President. He handily defeated Alf Landon to win his second term as U.S. President. For number 7, and I'll have seconds. And here we are, moving on swiftly to number 8. This was the subtitle of the second season of American Horror Story. This was the subtitle of the second season of American Horror Story. For number 8, and I'll have seconds. I'll have seconds, he says in a 1930s voice. Why, that and 5 cents will get you a flapjack, won't it? Anyone watch that new Perry Mason? Matthew Rhys is a pretty dope actor, so I'm pretty psyched about that. Number 9, and I'll have seconds of repeats. Number 9, and I'll have seconds. And coming in at number 9, it makes sense that this is the world's second most populous capital city. It makes sense that this is the world's second most populous capital city. For number 9, and I'll have seconds. And the final question of the round. All of them will come up as repeats on the screen, so you got plenty of time to converse and confer with your teammates. I'll give you a minute or so, or a minute and a half or so. Then I'm going to ask you to submit them. And again, we're going to read the answers together. If you have any disputes, let me know in the chat, and then we'll grade it all together. Well, you'll grade it, and I'll take a look at it. I'm lazy. I'm a lazy guy. Here's number 10. He had the second shortest U.S. presidency. He had the second shortest U.S. presidency. Not the shortest president, but the shortest presidency. Excuse me, I hiccuped. All right, guys, here we go. Up with the repeats. You guys got a couple minutes to figure these out. And then coming up next is round 3, before and after. Time to get a beer. How's everyone doing out there? Do you guys need more time? I'll give you a little bit more time. And also remember to click open the form for round 3 before and after. At the end of every form is the click for the next score sheet thingy, bob, dealy, answer, key. Hey, sounds like New York. All right, guys, we already got a bunch of teams turned in. So let me give you a little bit more time to click submit. And then we go into the next round. Before and after. Oh, hey, that card came up twice. What's up with that? Wacky card. Yeah, we got a lot of great scores in already. Oh my God. Wow, this is pretty remarkable. Absolutely amazing. La Traviata, great job right there. Judge Reinhold and Executioner, identify yourselves. You guys got the best team name. I'm going to give you $10 back. Lots of 9s, lots of 7s, lots of 8s. Everyone is doing really well. Really well. Two dumb blondes. Mariano Rivera is known for saves, not for wins. Yeah. You guys are doing really well. I'm very proud of all of you. And if you are confident that your scores match what you got, pop on over to the main sheet and let me know. Drive me crazy? Sure. Marvin, give yourself a point. Also, hey Marvin, drive me crazy, give yourself a point. Absolutely. All right, guys. It looks like every team has turned in their answers. And again, if you got a problem with it, yo, I'll solve it because we'll just do it together. Here are the answers to I'll Have Seconds. Number 1, Cy Young is first with 511 wins. 417 is the second place in wins in baseball history, Walter Johnson. Number 2, the second person in space was Alan Shepard. A lot of interesting spellings on that, but if you got it phonetically, you got it. Number 3, nearly everyone, except for one team who wrote Brawny, knew that Bounty is the country's second best-selling paper towel brand after generics, of course. You drive me crazy. Any permutation of that, you drive me, no parentheses, or even if you just wrote crazy, give yourself a point. It's a pretty good song. Isaac Asimov is the writer of the Foundation series. Amelia Earhart is the second person to fly across the Atlantic solo. The first was a racist named Lindbergh. Franklin Delano Roosevelt, FDR, or any permutation thereof. If you just wrote Roosevelt, you should be wrong because there were 2 Roosevelts. Only FDR, Franklin Roosevelt, F. Roosevelt, FD Roosevelt, anything like that will get you credit. American Horror Story Asylum for Season 2. The second largest country has the second largest capital. New Delhi of India is the second most populous capital city. And the second shortest presidency is James Garfield. All right, guys. Looks like everyone has turned them in. Hop on over to your sheet and match up your carpets with your drapes, please. Let's see. You're giving yourselves Drive Me Crazy. Absolutely give Drive Me Crazy. Hey, if you didn't spell it wrong and you got a red X, let me know. I'll give you a green check in our head. Ultimately, all that counts is what you put in that column under I'll have seconds. Yes, Jay, you drive me crazy. That's correct. You got it. Franklin Delano Roosevelt, that's a spelling mistake. Give yourself a point for those. Absolutely, everyone. David Baird, Delhi does not count for number 9. Delhi and New Delhi are 2 different cities. So no, that does not count, unfortunately. Otherwise, it looks like most of your disputes have been about driving me crazy, because y'all's driving me crazy. Now make sure that you have your score sheets open, your answer sheets open for the next round before and after. If you don't, let me know. If you do, well, also let me know. Because here we go into round 3, before and after. If you've not played before and after before, listen very carefully. You are going to hear 2 separate questions separated by the word and. They'll form one compound answer with no partial credit. You're going to think of one half, think of the other half, put them together, write the whole thing out. Right here, you can see an example. If I were to say, this Billy Joel song will get you high tonight, and Lynchburg's famous whiskey, the answer would be Captain Jack Daniels. Captain Jack is the Billy Joel song. Jack Daniels is the whiskey. Captain Jack Daniels, one compound answer, no partial credit. Is everyone ready for that? Does everyone get it, got it, go? Looking good, looking good, looking good. Frackin' Delano. I have New Delhi right here as having 17.9 million people. So I don't know how that's 250,000. Ah, okay. Then David, Yogesh is calling me out, and he seems more of authority on it. If you wrote Delhi, give yourself a point. There we go. That's how we work. And now, well, let's take a look at our scores going into before and after. Excellent job, everyone. Wow, lots of 10s out there. From 5th place and up is 20 points for Clive, 21 apiece for Statues with Limitations and Universal Designated Glitter, 22 for Simple Minds, and 32 for Team Clive in the lead. Clive with the K. But even all the way down there, no one is yet to be eliminated. We got plenty of points left on there. Remixed to Cognition and Black Lives Matter really fighting it out. 14 points for What Did He Do in His Cup. That is a great score. Remixed to Cognition, it looks like you are missing your score on that round. What did you guys get on it? Because you might be even better than we thought. Oh, yes, we are. Remixed to Cognition with a statistical change automatically moves into 2nd place. Absolutely brilliant, guys. Great job. 2nd place with 23 points. Only 9 off of Team Clive with a K. Everyone have their answer sheet ready for before and after? Everyone understand the rules for before and after? Don't worry. You have plenty of time for repeats afterwards. Question number 1 in, you know what? I poured this. I just haven't had a sip of it. Guinness is good for you. All right, here we go. Number 1. An explorer's shout from the crow's nest and shout heard from an airborne sleigh. An explorer's shout from the crow's nest and shout heard from an airborne sleigh. If you are new to before and after, this is where you want to talk to your teammates. What do you think the first half is? What do you think the second half is? Oh, well, the second half seems pretty easy. What would complete that? All complete words There's no mashing up of syllables or anything like that. There will be salient spaces between all of them. So make sure that you think it out. Number 2, and before and after. And again, there will be plenty of time to discuss with your teammates at the end of this round and before the next round, the audio round, film scores. Simon and Garfunkel's animated original name and Dorothy's suitor and Rod's agent. Simon and Garfunkel's animated original name and Dorothy's suitor and Rod's agent for number 2 in before and after. I don't know what I did with my desk here because usually it's way more congested and claustrophobic, but there's like a lot of room here and I don't know what to do. Like I got my wallet here. Oh, hey, someone said another venue. Yay! Venmo? Yeah, sure. And at number 3 in before and after, To Be With You Band and scheduled for a November 2020 release. This is the title of the sequel to the 2014 adventures of Hero and Baymax. To Be With You Band and scheduled for a November 2020 release. This is the title for the sequel to the 2014 adventures of Hero and Baymax for number 3 in before and after. Let's see what bar is in the lead. Right now, Team Clive with a K from the Waylon is in the lead. Right behind them is Remix to Cognition from the Gaf West. Hibernia making a strong showing in there. And we got a newcomer, Gaf East team. You win some, dim sum. Oh, I didn't read that properly. That might be the better team name. Oh, I don't know. And a couple of Biddy's teams. Hey, we're all represented here. This is absolutely fantastic. And we all thank you for the contributions to the bar staffs. Qing Dynasty versus British Empire. This was the first was fought in 1839. Let me start that one again. Qing Dynasty versus British Empire. The first was fought in 1839. And Paul Dano and Lily James starred in the 2016 BBC adaptation of this Russian epic. Qing Dynasty versus British Empire. The first was fought in 1839. And Paul Dano and Lily James starred in the 2016 BBC adaptation of this Russian epic. For number 4, repeats to confer with your teammates. City 100 miles north of LA and 325 south of San Francisco, and Gilda Radner's famous impersonation target. City 100 miles north of LA and 325 south of San Francisco, and Gilda Radner's famous impersonation target. All right, guys. 2 more questions left on this round and on the evening. Repeats after number 10. Coming next is the audio round. Film scores. Rhyme time for round 5. And the last round of the night is random shit you should know. $50 on the line for the winner. Number 9. Since 2015, Joseph Gordon-Levitt has been attached to a film adaptation of this Jim Henson series, and this seminal record was a B-side to a song called 13 Women and Only One Man in Town. Since 2015, Joseph Gordon-Levitt has been attached to a film adaptation of this Jim Henson series, and this seminal record was the B-side to a song called 13 Women and Only One Man in Town. Wonder why that one didn't hit it off. Huh. I don't know. Guys have been pretty quiet today. Usually you're way more talkative. Cat got your tongue? Cat got your tongue? Question number 10. Here we go. Repeats will come up on screen after this. And then we go into the audio round. Film scores. Feigned grief and shout band. Feigned grief and shout band. Here come your repeats. And remember, guys, round 5 is the bribery round. We're going to ask for some money because we're, doing a good deed. But you, in return, get some clues and some answers. But in the meantime, here are your repeats, 2, before and after. Those are not them. That is not them. These are they. You guys will have several minutes to take a look at this, confer with your teammates, put your answers in, click submit. We'll read the answers and scores together, and then we'll move on to the audio round, film scores. I see a lot of people using the word goodbye in number 7. If you did use goodbye, even though I used it as part of the question, you may give yourself a point. Even though I specifically said don't because I used it in the question. Dummies. And for number 2, I see a lot of creative spellings of one of these surnames. If you spelled it in one particular way, but it's still phonetically correct, give yourself a point. I try so hard to think how you people will mess this up. Yet here we are every single time. Every single time. I can never get it right. Why? I can never please you. For those who have yet to enter your answers, got a couple more seconds, and then I'm going to take down this repeat screen. Then we move on to the audio round film scores. Rhyme time for round 5. Round 5 is the bribery round, so you can help yourselves out of a pickle and in to a wickle, which is a winning pickle. And then the last round night is a random shit you should know. 30 more seconds to take a look at this one, but a couple more seconds to enter your answers. If you're unsure, don't click submit yet. All right, that's enough of that nonsense. Turn him in. Because coming up right now are the answers to before and after. And coming up after that is the audio round film scores. Let's see. Does everyone have them in more or less? Yeah, a couple teams are still out there. Outstanding are the couple teams. But some great scores there. Absolutely excellent scores there. Lots of 10s out of 10s. Lots of 9s out of 9s. I guess I didn't make that round hard enough. All right, guys. Here come the answers. Don't worry if you don't have them all in yet, because we'll take a look at it together. And then you're going to hop over to the 0624 virtual pub quiz score sheet and tell us how many you got. I see most of you already did, but if you got any disputes, let's hear them now with the answers. An explorer's shout from the crow's nest and shout heard from airborne sleigh would be land ho ho ho. One of you guys said land a ho ho ho. Give yourself a point for that. I'm not sure if maybe they say that in Maine or Tallahassee or Oklahoma where, no, there's no, you would never say land ho in Oklahoma because it's all land ho. Number 2, Simon & Garfunkel's animated original name and Dorothy Suter and Rod's agent, Tom and Jerry Maguire. Give yourself a point if you spell Maguire as the McGuire. I know it's not blah, 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 but whatever. I'll give it to you. We're nice and beneficial here. To Be With You singer, and the forthcoming sequel is Mr. Big Hero 7. They're calling it Big Hero 7, not Big Hero 6-2. I'm 6-1. Qing Dynasty versus British Empire and Russian epic. Opium War and Peace. That was the first Opium War and last Opium Peace. Number 5. Sorry, why do I get 2s and 5s? I might be dyslexic. Connecticut's Estate Spy and Vigorous and Filling. Hale and Hardy. Nathan Hale and Hardy. Number 6, youngest position player to play an All-Star game and Alabamian author Bryce Harper Lee. Charles Mingus says goodbye to this and 3 wickets in 3 deliveries. Pork pie hat trick. Number 8, city between San Francisco and Los Angeles and Gilda Radner's impersonation, Santa Barbara Walters. Fraggle Rock Around the Clock is Joseph Gordon-Levitt's forthcoming project and B-side to 13 Women and Only One Man. Feigned Grief and Shout Band for number 10 is Crocodile Tears for Fears. Absolutely excellent scores. Hop on over to your round 3 column and make sure you tell us how many you got right. In the meantime, any other... Amanda, you cannot get points for Nathaniel as opposed to Nathan. Because it's not his name. Not his name. See, yeah. Nah. It's gotta be the right one. It's like calling me Aus instead of Austin. Can't do it. But everyone else looks okay. Remix to Cognition. How many of you guys... Remix to Cognition. How many of you guys get right there? Ooh, you did not do too well, did you? Remix to Cognition. How the mighty have fallen. All right, let's go for the scores as we go into the next round. Oh, it still says foreign hits there. It should not say foreign hits, but it's movie soundtracks for the next round. And let's see how we're sorted out here at the Brazen Head, Gaf East, Gaf West, Waylon, Biddy's, and Hibernia Trivia Spectacular. Team Clive still ahead. Team Clive with the K. Not regular OG Clive. Still ahead by 10 points. But Statues with Limitations and Universal Glitter both have 31 because they both scored 10 out of 10 in that round. Roy Rogers gave me a trigger warning with another 10 out of 10. Whole bunch of 9s out of 10s. A whole bunch of 8s. And even the worst team, Shrib, got 2 points. Great job. Really great job. Again, it's your first time. You're catching up with the system. But I'm pretty proud of all of you. All right, guys. Here we go. Into the audio round. No! Surprise! I love surprises. There's the surprise. 5 bonus points. I'm going to ask a question. And the first answer, as viewed by me in YouTube chat, gets 5 bonus points applied. And this might make or break you. And again, guys, don't split hairs with me. I typed it in first. All I'm going by is how I see it through my Google chat right here, right in front of me. So, first correct answer in Google chat, in YouTube chat, wins 5 extra points. I will apply it to your team in the prior round and see where your scores lie as we go into the next round. Film soundtracks. Balance this chemical equation for... All right, no, never mind. I'm totally kidding. George Herman Ruth's home runs minus Woodrow Wilson's points. George Herman Ruth's home runs minus Woodrow Wilson's points. First one in to the chat gets it correct and gets 5 extra points. Do the math for me. Tell me what George Herman Ruth's home runs minus Wilson's points would be in an Arabic number. Please don't use Roman numerals. Oh, no. Oh, David Baird. 700 is correct. 700 is correct. David, tell me what team you're on. 714 home runs minus 14 points equals 700. David Baird, right there, in the declared, undeclared. David Baird, 5 extra points. Tell us your team right now, because I'm going to throw your 5 points on as we go into the next round, which is movie soundtracks. David Baird, let me know what team you are on, and while we're talking about Team Clive, oh, that is a dangerous game we are playing, because Team Clive, just like that, shoots up to 46 points. Absolutely well done, Team Clive. That puts you 15 points ahead of your next challengers. But it can all change here, because coming up are 12 possible points movie soundtracks. Listen carefully. I'm going to play 12 song clips, but they're only going to play through once. Only play through once. 1 point per correct answer. And you must name the exact movie. The sequel subtitle is okay. Series title doesn't count. For example, if I played something from Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, Harry Potter is not an answer. The Half-Blood Prince would be an answer. Remember to hit caps lock in your Google form. Again, sequel subtitles are a correct answer, because each of these are from exact movies. Some of them might be in a series, some of them might be standalone, and the tough part is there are 12 points up for grabs, and you're only going to hear them through once. So I'm going to give you a time to get calibrated. And we're going to play 12 song clips through only once. Don't worry, they're fairly substantial in length. And everyone ready? Again, name the correct film. Sequel subtitles count. Nothing has been from the series. It's each from individual films. Here we go. Starting with number 1. Now. Number 2. Number 3. Now. Four. Number 5. 6. Number 7. Number 8. And number 9. And number 10. $11. Finally, 12. That's all you get. That's all you get. No repeats on it. If you didn't get the first time, well, that's your problem. Coming up next is a rhyme time, then the last round of the night. Random shit you should know. Remember, rhyme time is bribe time, which isn't really correct, but it is. Guys, you guys got a couple minutes to fill them out because I know there was a short amount of time, but a long amount to discuss. Each song clip must pertain to the proper film. Title of the series doesn't count. The name of the subtitle of the series does. Except for maybe one of them, in which the title of the series sort of used to be the title of the film, and then they changed the whole thing, and I think you know which one I'm talking about. I'm not laying it down. I'm pretty thick. I am. All right, guys. All right, couple more seconds left. Not couple more seconds. Couple more minutes left to discuss that with your teammates. And then we go in to the next round, which is rhyme time. And remember, guys, rhyme time is bribe time. I'll let you know how the bribery works in just a second. Then we go in the last round of the night, random shit you should know. While you guys are filling out your team names, your scores and your answers, we just want to thank you again for donating to the out-of-work staffs of the Gaf East, the Gaf West, the Brazen Head, the Waylon, Biddies, and Hibernia. I just keep getting texts from everyone saying how pleasantly pleased they are that we keep doing this. And hopefully sometime we'll be able to see one another at these bars in the shortest time we possibly can. And hopefully I only see one or two of you at a time, because I think I'm going to panic if I see 41 people in one place ever again. All right, we got some teams turning them in who are doing pretty well. We got some good scores there. And remember, if you have a dispute with something, or you think I got it right or I got it wrong, let me know and we'll do it. We'll do it to it. Another couple more seconds to get those all in. Hey, Jay, no problem at all. I love doing it. All right, guys, let's get our answers in. Let's get our answers in. Get them in now, get them in now, get them in now, and then we will reveal them. I see a couple discrepancies out there, but don't worry. Rest assured, if you got it right, you got it right, regardless of your spelling or maybe either a couple semantics or something like that. All right, here we go, guys. Looks like almost everyone has turned them in. Most every team has turned them in. I think we're waiting on, it's like we're waiting on 3 teams to turn them in. Get them in the next 10 seconds, 15 seconds or so. And if you are comfortable with how the Google form has automatically judged you, chalk yourself up. And if not, don't. Because here are the answers. Round 4's answers. Number 1 was Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. If you had Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, if you had any of that in there, Empire, even Empire, you got it. Give yourself a point. The Magnificent Seven is number 2. Number 3 is Lawrence of Arabia by Maurice Jarre. 4, that is from Back to the Future 1. No need for a sequel. 5, Godfather Part 1. That is the theme to Godfather. If you just wrote Godfather or The Godfather, you get a point. 6, that is from Batman, OG Batman. That is not from Batman Returns. There was a variation on Batman Returns, different soundtrack. 7, Terminator 2 Judgment Day. That is not from Terminator 1. Terminator 1's was way more tinny. That's way more bassy. 8 is from Titanic. 9 is from Braveheart. Did you see what I did there? Half of you guys got half of them, and it worked because they sound the same. They sound absolutely identical. 10, Vertigo. 11, North by Northwest. And 12, Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. You say Episode 4, you give yourself a point. You say A New Hope, you give yourself a point. You say Star Wars, well, that was the name of the original film. You give yourself a point. Hop on over to your column that says foreign hits but shouldn't. It should say soundtracks, and tell us how many you got right out of 12. Star Wars Empire Strikes Back, Marvin, absolutely that counts. Aaron, I am 100% sure that one is Titan, then that they're in the correct order. They're in the correct order. I could even pull up the files right now. Here, let's do it. Here we go. This is the file labeled Titanic. Oh, wait. I got to stop the other music. Hold on. This is directly from the Titanic soundtrack. And this is directly from the Braveheart soundtrack. So your confusion was intentional because I was being sort of a dick. Too bad Mel Gibson didn't die in Titanic. All right, guys, let's put our scores up on the spreadsheet. Let's see how we're doing. Everyone's got them in more or less. Anyone missing out there? Well, let's sort them out and see what we got. Wow, Team Clive with a K is really pulling a fast one on us. 14 points ahead of the next two challengers who have 40 apiece. But guys, it ain't over yet. It ain't over yet because we've got plenty of points back on the final two rounds. Random shit you should know. But first, rhyme time. And rhyme time is the bribery round. Let me tell you how this works. For the forthcoming round, round 5, rhyme time, I'm going to ask for some bribes. I'm going to solicit money over the table. We're going to do this up and up. Everything that we collect will benefit the staff at the Brazen Head WON, Gaf East, Gaf West, Biddy's, and Hibernia. Only the staff, never to management. Straight from your pockets to their mouths. Yeah, sure. Very easy. $20 over Venmo gets you a clue to the next round. $40 over Venmo gets you a full bore answer. More generous you are, more you get. If you feel that Team Clive with a K is an unstoppable juggernaut, why not spend a couple dimes right here and give yourself a little bit of an advantage? $20 gets you a clue, $40 gets you an answer. I'm not going to tell you what they're for, and they're coming in. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. They're already coming in. Absolutely excellent. But I'm going to send you back a reply over Venmo. You're going to take a look at it, and you're going to have to figure out to which clue does it apply. $20 gets you a clue. $40 gets you a full bore answer in the forthcoming round, rhyme time. Oh, there's another one. We've got 5 or 6 of them in already. I'll give you guys a couple minutes to bribe me and sort of gestate, ruminate. There's another one on what rhyme time might entail. And again, guys, the more generous you are, the better you do in this round, and the better all of the staffs of the Brazen Head, the WON, Gaf East, Gaf West, Biddy's, and Hibernia do. Get your bribes in. One more minute to get your bribes in. 20 bucks gets you a clue. 40 bucks gets you an answer. All right, guys, looks like we got our bribes in. I hope everyone's satisfied because here we go into rhyme time. And then the last round tonight is a random shit you should know. The best score of the last round is going to get $24 back from our donations. And the best score of the night is going to get $50 here at the Gaf East, Gaf West, Brazen Head, Biddy's, Hibernia, and Waylon. I always forget one. And the Waylon Trivia Night. All right, guys, rhyme time's pretty easy. One clue will yield 2 rhyming words. One clue yields 2 rhyming words. Nothing more than 2 words. So, an ashen Disney chipmunk would be Pale Dale. Or, if I flipped it around with an apostrophe, it could be Chip's partner's water carrier. That would be Dale's Pails. So, if I put an apostrophe in the clue, you should try to put an apostrophe or not. Just put the S, make it plural, whatever. Try your best to figure it out. So does everyone understand those 2 contrarian clues within the same sphere? One more time. If one clue was an ashen Disney chipmunk, the rhyme would be Pale Dale. Ashen is pale. A Disney chipmunk is Dale. If I flipped it and I said Chip's partner's water carrier, the answer would be Dale's Pails. Plural and possessive versus singular. Also, they're homophones, so they're spelled whatever. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. You get it. Does everyone get those rules? Does anyone not get those rules? Well, looks like we're doing it. Let's do it. Oh, wait. I just got another Venmo. A late comer on the Venmo. Yes. Oh, Marvin Kim says thanks. Marvin Kim, great to see you. I haven't seen you in forever. Now we've got 2 Kims. Uh-oh. All right, guys. Rhyme time. 2 words. That's it. If it's possessive, try to make it so. If it isn't, don't. Oh, that's very nice. And then after that, we go in the last round night. Random shit you should know. Yes, Team Clive with K has a 14-point lead on everyone. But there's enough points, and you guys got in enough bribes. Number 1. Dharma's Mendy Inc. For number 1 in rhyme time. Dharma's Mendy Inc. For number 1. $50 here at the Brazen Head, the Waylon, the Gaf East, the Gaf West, Biddy's Pub, and Hibernia Hell's Kitchen Trivia Extravaganza. A lovely collection of bars. Absolutely amazing that you guys come here week after week after week to contribute. And I'm seeing the first teams come across the board. And it is not looking good. Okay, I thought this was going to be an easier round than I thought. Apparently it wasn't. Because this is not turning out okay. This is not turning out okay. All right, let's institute a rule. It's going to be called the rule of reversal. If you reversed your rhyme, yet got them correct, begrudgingly, since all your scores were so terrible, give yourself a point if you reversed your rhyme. Give yourself a point if you reversed your rhyme. But now some teams, now the team's turning them in. Now they've got them. Now people understand it. But the first couple teams, meh, yeah, you didn't do that hot. But that's okay, because this week you didn't. Next week, it might hit you right in the craw, right where you need it to. I don't know why it will hit you in the craw, but we're doing some craw hitting right now. Excellent job, guys. I'll give you guys a couple more seconds to turn them in. And if you've already turned them in and are satisfied with your score out of 10 in rhyme time, please put them in the column H under rhyme time on your scoreboard. A couple more teams later to go. Lisa's Bonet's Bonnet just turned it in. Statues with Limitations got it in. Two Dumb Blondes are in. Team Clive with a K is in, our leader. Simple Minds are a little on the simple side. No offense, guys. Love you to death, but all right, couple more seconds to turn them in, because here come the answers to round 5. Oh, Shrib. Shrib did really well on that round. Good job, guys. All right, last call to turn them in. Tick-tock. To the tick-tock, you don't stop. Here they come. Here come the answers. Answers to rhyme time are following. And the answers to rhyme time. Number 1, Dharma's Mendy Ink would be Jenna's Henna. Jenna is the name of the actress who played Dharma on Dharma and Dragon. Henna is what goes on your hands. Forest Baby Mama's Lucky Coin, Jenny's Penny. Jenny's Penny. Die Kunst der Fuge is written by Johann Sebastian Bach's Clock. Bach's Clock, Bach Clock, anything like that. A tubular, why can I not say that word? A tubular float used during a seasonal wind reversal. That is a monsoon pontoon. The tubular float is the pontoon. The monsoon is the wind reversal. Worcester's valet and an Anglo-Saxon official, Jeeves, Worcester and Jeeves, and a reeve. Shire reeve became sheriff. Number 6, core-related, maize core-related employment is a cob job. A short tune about municipality is a city. Diddy for number 7. Number 8, Sagarmatha is another name for Mount Everest, so that is the cleverest Everest. Also, Komalungma is one of the other names of Mount Everest. A bright and cheerful Henson character is a Pert Bert. And number 10, Canadian PM on Overcrank film shortened is Slow-Mo Trudeau. Slow-Mo Trudeau. All right, looks like everyone has got them turned in. If you've got any disputes with me, let me know now or forever hold their peace. Jiggy Piggy for number 9. Let me check that out. Why would that count? How would that work? No, that doesn't work because I don't know what Jiggy means. And I believe Frank Oz voiced Miss Picky, so I don't think that works. Fountain Mountain for number 8. Let's take a look at that. No, what's fountain mean? Like a fount of youth or something like that? No, I like your nonlinear thinking, but I don't like your wrong answer. Type dancer number 5 under number 4. Yes, of course, Allison. Please switch that up. Slow-mo Cuomo. That's also pretty good, but he's not a prime minister, so that doesn't work. All right, guys, let's check out your scores going into the final round of the night. Random shit you should know. Oh, this has not been some of your all's nights, but it has been others. Designated Glitter moving within striking distance of our leader, Team Clive, who have 63 points. Regular Clive has 42, so he's 21 off the board. Simple Minds and Black Lives Matter right in the hunt, but no one did particularly that poorly on that round. A lot of great scores, except for one team. A lot of great scores. And here we go in the last round of night. Random shit you should know. Oh, wait, surprise! Surprise! Extra points. Who doesn't love extra points? I love extra points. Do you love extra points? Extra points. Here we go, guys. 7 possible points to crack this anagram. Whoever cracks it first by sending it across in YouTube chat as viewed by me gets 7 additional points. What a world of difference that will make for Designated Glitter, Statutes with Limitations, Clive, Simple Minds, and Black Lives Matter. But I hope one of you guys in the bottom gets it just to spoil the rest of them. This could make or break anyone. First answer to come across correctly in the YouTube chat. Corncob job. Corncob job, yeah, sure. Jeeves Reeves, yeah, you got it. You fail English. Figure it out. All right, here we go. Don't care anymore. 7 points. Anagram, movie quote, 1984. Go on, elves. Teeth. Go on, elves. Teeth. First person to come across in the YouTube chat with the correct answer to that anagram gets 7 points added to their score. 1984 movie quote. Go on, elves. Teeth. What do we have? What do we have? Who's got it? No, not the show. Oh, Phil Kim. Come on. Whoever gets it first gets 7 points added to their score and may or may not. Well, no one will take the lead, but you might get close enough. Go on, elves. Teeth. Go on, elves. Teeth. Well, you could say this a lot of different ways. Go on, elves. Teeth. Go on, elves. Teeth. Feel like I'm an extra. No, extras don't have lines. Go ahead and make my day, Ron, is not the answer to the 1984 movie quote. Go on, elves. Teeth. Go on, elves. Teeth. Smell the glove, Colin Edgar. Smell the glove is not correct. Erin, Elf on the Shelf is not a movie quote. It is a child's thingy. What else we got for... What else we got? Come on, guys. 1984 movie. The 17th Goon. Jay, that is not a movie quote. Gremlins, Marvin is just the title of the movie. I need the actual quote that is made up of the letters. Go on, elves. Teeth. If I don't get it in the next 20 seconds, 27 seconds, I'm going to give a hint. Or do you guys feel happy for a hint right now? Who wants the 7 points? Do we go for a hint? Do we go for a hint? Get out your pen and paper. Or, you know, I don't know. Open up an anagram cracker. It won't help you with these common letters. Oh, you guys are boring me. It's hard to maintain enthusiasm when we've just got such... I mean, obviously you're in such a deep state of E.T. Go Home is not made up of all those letters, Susan. It's got to be all the letters. It's an anagram. You know how anagrams work. Oh, for those of you who don't know how the anagrams work, you take all the letters, you scramble them up, and you make anything else. And right now I'm looking for a movie quote from 1984. And I am sick and tired of no one getting it. So here is my absolutely brutal hint, which is Colin Edgar. You are so close. So close. Just make the leap of faith, Colin Edgar. Or everyone else, read his answer and you make the leap of faith. Let's see who gets it. Yes! The Mikey 0331. These go to 11 from This Is Spinal Tap. Absolutely amazing. Mike, what is your team name? What is your team name? You get 7 points added to your score as we go to, it's these go to 11. These go to 11. Yes, Mikey 0331. Come on, baby. Tell us what team you're on, and we will give you the extra 7 points. And let's see what it comes out to be in the last score, the last round of the evening's score. Come on, Mike. What do we got here? What do we got, Mike? What team are you on? I want to see how it reallocates your score. Universal Designated Glitter gets 7 points added to their score, which just like that, holy crap. Boom. You're within 7 points of the lead. See? All of you who gave up should not have. Team Clive's unsurmountable automobile knowledge has slowly been winnowed away. As we go into the last round of the night, random shit you should know. There's neither rhyme nor reason to any of these questions. Do not look for a theme. Repeats after number 10. Let's get it on. This was the title of both a 1991 sitcom episode and its series reboot 25 years later. This was the title of both a 1991 sitcom episode and its series reboot 25 years later. For number 1, in random shit you should know, there's neither rhyme nor reason to any of these questions, so don't look for a theme. And here we go, where your teammates come into play, because we are pulling it together. Can anyone catch Team Clive with a K? Everyone can catch Team Clive with a C because, well, not their finest outing. Not their finest outing. And Simple Minds, so unfortunate. You guys were so dominant, and then you just couldn't wrap your heads around Rhyme Time. Meanwhile, Black Lives Matter and what he had in his cup both really got Rhyme Time down well. Lots of great scores on Rhyme Time. And for all you newcomers who didn't do too hot, well, now you sort of understand what we're working with. And now we're working with number 2. On October 29, 2019, he put up 40 points and 20 rebounds, the most by a Laker since 2003, in an NBA record time of less than 30 minutes of play. On October 29, 2019, he put up 40 points and 20 rebounds, the most by a Laker since 2003, in an NBA record time of less than 30 minutes of play. For number 2, in Random Shit You Should Know. Number 3 in Random Shit You Should Know. TI in the Gilbertese language is pronounced S. Thus, the nation's pronunciation is Kiribati, and this World War II battle atoll is its capital. The TI in the Gilbertese language is pronounced S. Thus, the nation's pronunciation is Kiribati, and this World War II battle atoll is its capital. For number 3, in extra facts, you guys got extra facts in there. This is a fact I had no idea. I was just randomly going through my little Googly machine, and then they told me that it's pronounced Kiribati, not as written. Pretty fascinating. And now I'm going to be a pedant, because anytime anyone says it, I will be like, well, actually, it's mansplained like this. Number 4, in random shit you should know. In feudalism, this surname, that of a founding father, indicated one whose status as freeman put them above serf, but below even the pettiest of nobility. In feudalism, this surname, that of a founding father, indicated one whose status was freeman above serf, but below the lowliest of nobility, or the pettiest of nobility. They point out when, your shoe's untied, because they're, no, that's not pettiness. What's pettiness? Pettiness is what I do usually. Last round of the night, only more questions left. Number 5. Isadora Wing boards a plane with 117 other psychoanalysts, including her husband, on a route to Vienna, a sexual affair, and in this 1972 Erica Jong novel. Isadora Wing boards a plane with 117 other psychoanalysts, including her husband. Wow, there's some psychoanalysis right there, because bam, bam, bam. Read the question. What's the name of the 1972 Erica Jong novel? As I now sit and psychoanalyze myself for Freud. Number 6 repeats after number 10. Before creating and executive producing hit shows for ABC, she wrote Britney Spears' Crossroads and Anne Hathaway's The Princess Diaries 2. Before creating and executive producing hit shows for ABC, she wrote Britney Spears' Crossroads and Anne Hathaway's Princess Diaries 2. For number 6, in random McRandomness. I want a McRiddle. Just a couple more questions left on the night, guys. Let's see who wins the evening now that we've narrowed the gap. In 2015, President Goodluck Jonathan conceded electoral defeat and became the first president to peacefully relinquish power in this nation's history. In 2015, President Goodluck Jonathan conceded electoral defeat and became the first president to peacefully relinquish power in this nation's history. Angela, you want a Britney audio round? I think we can do this. Britney it is. Number 8. Pantone 488C, dubbed the ugliest color in the world, was originally called an olive green until the Australian Olive Association objected, and has been used the world over in packaging for these products. Pantone 488C, dubbed the ugliest color in the world, was originally called an olive green until the Australian Olive Association objected, and has been used since the world over in packaging for these products. For number 8, in random shit you should know. Number 9, penultimate question of the round and of the evening. Don't worry, there are many, many, many points on the board for the last question of the night. If you're new to our trivia, I'll let you know how that happens in just a second. But first, number 9 repeats after number 10. Germanic-speaking spa towns have this 3-letter governmental official designation, German for bath. Germanic-speaking spa towns have this 3-letter governmental official designation, German for bath, or bath, as certain people we know say. And finally, the last question of the round and of the evening. Listen very carefully. If you scroll down to the bottom of your sheet, you'll see you have the opportunity for up to 13 possible additional points. For those of you guys who are new, I'm going to ask you a question of which each correct answer can net you 13 possible points total. 1 point for each correct answer out of 13. So if you find yourselves within 22 points of the leader, you can still win. Last call. Here we go. Final question of the round and of the evening. 13 points on the board. Since 1900, there have been 24 prime ministers of the United Kingdom. 1 point for as many of up to 13 as you can name. Surnames, last names only. Don't care about their first names. If there's a hyphen in their last name, put the hyphen in. If they're a double-barreled name, double-barrel it. Since 1900, there have been 24 prime ministers of the United Kingdom. 1 point for as many of up to 13 as you can name. Surnames only. Here come your repeats. You guys are going to have a couple minutes to take a look at all of these. And then we're going to turn in the answers, read the answers, turn in the scores, and see who won tonight's contest here at the Waylon, Brazen Head, Gaf East, Gaf West, Biddy's Pub, and Hibernia Trivia Fundraiser Extravaganza. 3 minutes now. 1 minute left. All right, guys, the repeats are coming down, and you guys have just a little bit more time left. Make sure you go to Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all of the dealies, and follow the Waylon, Gaf East, Gaf West, Brazen Head, Biddies, and Hibernia. And again, we can't thank you enough over the past couple weeks, or if you're newcomers, for donating to these great family of bars, of whom most everyone knows everyone, except I'm pretty much, actually, wait, hold on, no, I'm literally the only one who drinks at all these bars. Basically what I did was I just like, hey, subsidize the people I go drink with. It's not a good sell, is it? No, excellent people at all of the bars, and we're really happy that you guys have stuck with us, because we've been doing this since April 1st, I believe, was the first one. And look how we've grown. All right, guys, let's get your scores in, your answers in, sorry. We've got 8 teams have turned them in. That means there's probably 8 more left to go. Holy cow, some amazing scores there. Absolutely great scores. We may have, this may go down to the wire. Let's turn him in, guys. You guys got another couple seconds to turn him in, and make sure that if you have any disputes, you let me know via the googly chats here. And also, guys, if you guys have a company or a birthday party or anything like that, shameless self-plug, let me know. Send me a DM or tweet it or Facebook message me if you want to hire me for your company thingy bob. Just did a law firm last week and 2 birthday parties last week. So, L'chaim and feliz cumpleaños a ti para su fiesta de trivia. All right, guys, let's get him in. How we doing? Almost everyone's in. All right, I think it's good enough to move on to the answers. Here are the answers to the last round tonight. Random shit you should know. Hey, I'm just looking at everyone's scores, and I just realized I had a feeling that this classic car round was going to be brutal. I underestimated how terrible it was, because it did not make for a very fair game. And for that, I have 0 apologies. Round 6 answers. Number 1, Fuller House is the name of both the reboot and the sitcom episode. Anthony Davis holds a Laker record and an NBA record. Tarawa is the capital of Kiribati. In feudalism, Franklin referred to a freeman who is still very lowly. Fear of flying for number 5 is Erica Jong's novel. Sandra Rhimes is the absolute spectacular ABC television producer and other things. Good Luck Jonathan was the president until stepping down of Nigeria. Tobacco products, cigarettes, any permutation thereof, to give yourself a point, was branded with the ugliest color on earth. Bad is the German word for a spa town. And right there, you could see all of the prime ministers since 1900. Robert Cecil, Balfour, Campbell Bannerman Asquith, David Lloyd George, Bonar Law, Bonar, he said Bonar, Law, Baldwin, MacDonald, Chamberlain, Clare, Churchill, Attlee, Eden, Macmillan, Douglas Home, Harold Wilson, Edward Heath, the taxman, Mr. Wilson, Mr. Heath. Yes, George Harrison calls them out because they were, I don't know, exchequer or something like that. Callahan, Thatcher, Major Blair Brown, Major Blair to Brown and Brown, David Cameron, Theresa May, and a Chav. All right. Excellent. Let's see. Hop on over to your score sheet. Tally them up. Tell us how you did. Anyone have any disputes? There we go. Glitter on the last round. This is it. It's all she wrote. Universal designated glitter. You guys get $24 back. Team Clive with a K. You guys get the W, $50. Send me a text right now. Send me back to my Venmo or whatever. I will give $24 to Universal Glitter and $50 to Team Clive. Hey guys, round of applause for yourselves. Round of applause for the winners. Maybe next week I won't do one of my favorites like cars because clearly it doesn't work for all of you. Absolutely fantastic. We love you guys coming out week after week after week. Universal Designated Glitter and Team Clive. Send me a text so you guys could get your winnings. Everyone else, thank you so much for joining. Pea Jesu Domine, Dona es Requiem, cum Sanctus Spiritu, in Gloria Dei Patris. Amen. Have a fantastic evening. See you guys next Wednesday, and good night.